What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Go ahead and make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and most importantly, go ahead and comment down below a next project you want to go ahead and talk about. We have a few projects in our mind, most importantly PEPE 2.0. Massive things going on. We did see it seems like a reversal is coming. I wouldn't cross my fingers yet, but it looks very bullish in my opinion. So if you are a PEPE 2.0 holder, go ahead and make sure to smash that like button, comment down below. I really like the interaction between all of you, and most importantly, go ahead and subscribe. About 50% of you just watch my content and don't subscribe, so I would really encourage you to go ahead and subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and check if we are officially live, so give me 1 second. We're gonna go ahead and play some music in the back, and I'll be right back. Welcome everyone. Thank you so for the coffee. What is going on, Moonjoker? Long time no see, bro. Hope you're having a wonderful day. XCOM could initially be the next Dogecoin, he says, or Shiba at this rate. Nice. I agree with you. 100 million by this month, in my opinion. I think that's very doable. Bull 2.0 and Hubai exchange listing tomorrow. We have actually been seeing some very bullish signs on Bull 2.0 that we haven't really talked about. But we're going to go ahead and talk about a few projects, including Bald, XCOM, another few projects that I'm actually in right now at the moment called XDOPA, which is a dopamine project that we actually talked about like about 2 days ago, and as well PEPE. So let's go ahead and start off with PEPE because that's what everybody's here for, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to different projects, especially the ones that Moon Joker is suggesting us to go ahead and talk about. I do want to go ahead and say that I do apologize for yesterday's random disconnection. My internet just turned off and it just wasn't working for hours, so I apologize for that. Hopefully today is a wonderful day and we don't have that happening again. But let's go ahead and go straight into it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start off with PEPE 2.0 because that's what everybody's here for, and then we're gonna go down with the other projects. So what have we been seeing with PEPE 2.0? Is PEPE 2.0 back? Is this going to be another pump and dump that we've been having for the last couple days? We actually go ahead and look at the daily. We did actually hit that area of resistance. I told you that purple square, and we really need to go ahead and break right above that to go ahead and confirm that we are indeed bullish, right? We don't want to go ahead and get that rejection because we could actually go ahead and get rejected and possibly go as low as a 0.13 area, which is not that bad, right? It's still pretty bullish. With that kind of momentum, we definitely do want to go ahead and take a small little dip in the downside, and I think we could probably dip right here. If we do dip like right here and we go ahead and bounce back up to get more momentum, I would officially say that we are looking extremely bullish and healthier. We actually do have an AMA with L-Bank, I believe, with PEPE 2.0, so I will be streaming that, so go ahead and make sure to subscribe if you are new. But today we're going to be doing double stream and actually another video, so 3 videos out for the day. So we're grinding it, and we know that during this bull run, all of this hard work is going to pay off, including the projects that we are holding and trading, right? So looking at the daily, it does not look too well today. Momentum does look like it slightly is dying, but let's go ahead and take a look at what the 4 hourly tells us. So looking at the 4 hourly, so right now we're actually looking pretty bullish. We're looking bullish. It does not look bad to me. This could be a bull flag, or this could be a formation of a head and shoulders pattern. I've been saying this pattern, I think it was on the 1 hourly, and actually got rejected. This could also be a head and shoulders pattern, and hopefully it's not, because we will get rejected. But looking at the 4 hourly, it does look like some bullish momentum is popping in, and this might be the last bottom. Probably not ever, but this might be the next bottom as of right now, because if we do go ahead and get that bullish momentum and news, we could go ahead and just pop off. And I think right here, once we break through this, we're going to go ahead and have a massive move to the upside, and I think that's where the short squeeze might be happening. And obviously, once we break this, guys, it's over. We're taking off to the moon, making new all-time highs, and it's gonna give us a bullish indicator that not only is Pepe 2.0 trending, but so is the whole entire meme coin and crypto space once again. So it is looking really bullish in my opinion on the 4 hourly. Like I said, it could be a head and shoulders pattern, but yesterday when we were doing our TA, and I did talk about this slightly, I did say that a head and shoulders pattern was forming right here in the hourly, and it did actually get rejected. We ended up making new highs, and it looks like we faked out a lot of shorts, and currently right now we are holding pretty well. My goal would be for us to go ahead and hold right above the 0.13 area. If we even go as low as 13, it'll still look bullish and we can still bounce. But obviously, if we do go ahead and lose the support right here, it does mean we will definitely go ahead and come down and gain that zero. I don't think that's going to be the case based on what we've been seeing with the momentum recently. It could be possible, but at this point, I really doubt it. And you know how high I've been on being quite bearish with Pepe 2.0 overall. But let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly, and then we'll go ahead and continue to talk about other projects, because we do have a full-on AMA on Pepe 2.0, and maybe we could go ahead and go in a little bit more deeper into information about what Pepe 2.0 is. But if you're new to the stream, usually the way we start off is we start off with Pepe 2.0 analysis and news, and then we go ahead and go with any projects that any of you recommend, such as Moon Joker and all of you. So I really do go ahead and recommend everybody to show me your next meme coin or project you want me to go ahead and review and talk about, whether it's TA or my opinion on the project, or if you just want to go ahead and show your project for everybody to see, right? I encourage all of you to go ahead and comment down below. So looking at the weekly, it does look like we might be finishing in a bullish momentum scenario, if that even makes any sense. What I'm trying to say is that if we do go ahead and finish the week pretty good, that means that we are getting that sign of some bullishness in the market, and it does look like it overall. So let's go ahead and cross our fingers that that does happen. But it does look like a weekly green candle will be ending, pushing Pepe 2.0 to new all-time highs in the next coming week. So I'm very excited. Kind of goes with what we've been talking about in the last couple weeks. If you guys have been following the channel, and if you haven't, like I mentioned, smash that subscribe button. I know I'm repeating myself, but about 50% of you that watch my content every day don't subscribe. So go ahead and subscribe and smash the like button, right? Stop creeping without joining part of the team, right? This is a winner circle. So like I mentioned, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. So looking at the weekly, it does look bullish. Now we're going to go ahead and switch over to any of the other projects that we've been talking about, but we're going to go ahead and see what Moon Joker has been saying. So let's go ahead and start off with XCOM. XCOM's looking extremely bullish. I did talk about this a few days ago. I don't think I'm in a position on this. I think I did jump into regular X, but let's go ahead and start off for all of those that are brand new. XCOM, it's called X.com, but I just call it XCOM because there's so many X projects out there. To go ahead and break it down, I think it's just like inspiration with Twitter. That's all I'm going to leave it at. I really don't know what this project does. Sometimes you really don't need to know what the projects do, as long as you're able to understand what's going on in the charts. You can go ahead and take advantage of the market, right? Yes, news help. You can go ahead and do the buy the rumor, sell the news kind of event. But also, if you're just looking at TA, you really don't need to go ahead and keep up with these news all the time, unless there's a massive pump or you know we're getting ready for a pump. So right now, I don't know much about this project. Just the basics, and I'm just looking at the TA, right? So we're gonna go ahead and start off on the left side for all those that are brand new. Currently at a total liquidity of 500,000, about $500,000, locked for 3 months. Total daily volume about 1.22 million, which is insane, and a total market cap of 9.03 million. The crazy thing about this is that I think it was about like 3 million like 2 days ago, and you know, it has recovered massively. So congratulations to all those that made those pumps. We were talking about this project around this area, and it looks right now it's playing out pretty good with what we predicted, right? So currently at only 2.68 thousand holders and a total supply of 100 million. So supply is really good, it's really scarce, and it does look like this project could go ahead and go above a couple cents. You know, its all-time high was at 18 cents, and it went as low as 4 cents. So right now, most of you have probably doubled your position, and I realistically do think that this project can hit about 50 cents to $1. So definitely be on the lookout for this kind of project. Does have a buy and sell tax of 1%. Contract is renounced, which is extremely bullish, and we have actually been seeing some bullish momentum pick up. What I personally like to go ahead and do is look at the volume around this area right here, and then obviously go ahead and look at the buy and sells. It looks like a lot of profit takers have been taking profits and selling, but that is normal, right? We do see some buyers in there, so that's pretty good. We have in the last hour about 27 buys, 25 sells. 6 hours, 247 buys, 222 sells, and then on the 24-hour, 559, and then 479. So really a little bit in between, undecisive. It looks like more people are probably scalping this token, doing more of a little swing trade or scalp trading these tokens instead of doing the longer term. But I'm sure there is quite a few people that are doing the longer term, and the reason why they're probably scalping is because it's actually kind of a predictable chart. So looking at the 4 hourly, we did talk about this area that if we did lose the support, we would go ahead and go down to this new area of support. Obviously, losing that area of support, I did mention it will look quite bearish, and it still could be a buying opportunity, right? But it does look like we actually held our support pretty well, and so far we have tested resistance once, and then we tried it multiple times and we finally broke out. So that is some very bullish news. Now the question is, are we going to be able to either hold this support, or are we going to be able to break through that resistance? So it does look pretty bullish on the 4 hourly. Let's go ahead and take a look at the daily right now. So looking at the daily, it looks extremely beautiful. I would definitely say now, obviously not financial advice, this is solely my opinion, but I did mention a few days ago that looking at the daily, we really wanted to go ahead and get a full-on reversal candle on the bottom, and that was going to definitely go ahead and indicate us whether not only is support being able to be held around this area and respected, but are people feeling bullish about the market overall in XCOM. So it looks like we are. For me personally, if you were to go ahead and swing trade this would be pretty much a confirmation that there is a bullish indicator and a momentum that we could go ahead and pump higher. Can it be a fake out? Can we go ahead and get rejected and dump down? Yes, it's very doable, but looking at what we've been seeing right now overall in the market, it does look like some buying pressure is coming. Some more confidence is going to be kicking in, and not only that, I think FOMO will kick in, so which would allow this project to go ahead and break above that resistance area and make new all-time highs. And actually looking at this, you could actually kind of see like maybe we have two formations, right? We could either be forming a head and shoulders pattern to the upside where we know the token's going to make new all-time highs, possibly hitting as high as 30 to 50 cents. Then we're going to retrace about 60 to 80%. Then we're going to go ahead and do one last fake out before dumping, and then just consolidating for a while before we do make that next leg up. So this is a pretty good token to go ahead and swing trade if that's what you're looking for. And if you are just looking for that longer term investment or mindset, you know, this would be not that bad of a buying opportunity. But I would recommend, with this crazy market, most of these projects, you want to just go ahead and enter and exit, you know, fairly, and just keep a decent bag, because I do see this project XCOM at least hitting anywhere between 20 to 30 cents in the next coming days, and obviously expecting a 60 to 80% dump. Can it be the case, and can it go straight to $1? Yes, but we obviously sometimes don't want that, because then we have a scenario of what happened with Pepe 2.0, where we hit a 95 million market cap in like literally 3 days, and then we dump for almost like 2 months straight. So, or like a month and a half. At least feels like 3 months to me. So I don't really know how long we dumped on Pepe 2.0, but what I could tell you is that we've been bleeding out on Pepe 2.0 for the longest. I think everybody's exhausted, and that's sometimes the bearish scenario, in my opinion, when tokens do take off, is that not only is recovering one of the hardest things, but also being able to, one, keep that community that was once bullish, and two, bringing in newcomers. So it does look pretty bullish for me on XCOM. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bull 2.0, and then I'm going to go ahead and start reading the comments, because I get pretty distracted really quickly. So I apologize for all those that have been commenting. Keep on commenting. Like I mentioned, what was I going to say? I'm not ignoring any of you, so just go ahead and keep that in mind, that I'm just, once I start reading comments, I get distracted very quick. So I want to go through this TA quickly and then answer your questions and do more TA on other projects we need to. So looking at the 4 hourly, right now it looks like probably, in my opinion, once I do see this kind of selling right now, it looks like about 80 to 90% has sold. I don't know what those news are with Bull 2.0. I did mention that it was looking bullish, and luckily I did not put a position into this project because I was just really waiting. And the thing is that with projects just in general, you really don't know, right? There's multiple things that could have happened here. It's like, John, why did it dump when there was some bullish momentum here, right? And I did mention this head and shoulders pattern possibly forming and making new all-time highs and again rejected. Well, sadly, we did reject that. You know, we were looking pretty good. And what I could go ahead and tell you based on what I don't know, and there's probably some news, probably Joker knows what's going on. I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and give you what I usually know when it comes to candlesticks like this, right? There's two of these scenarios. The first one is a massive whale just sold its backs. He's like, dude, you know what? Like, I'm good with this little pump, or I don't believe in this project anymore. I'm good with a 2x. If he put in like 30,000, you know, he just made what 60,000, if I'm not mistaken, or more than that. That could be one of the reasons. Another thing is teams selling their tokens. They probably ended up dumping a shitload of their own tokens, causing an 80 to 90% dump. So I really don't know what's going on with Bull 2.0. I'll just be extra cautious. It looks like it is 90% down. I mean, it's not abnormal, but it is it is quite, it's not too good, I'll tell you that, because they were doing everything good until they went ahead and they just got dumped on. So I really wonder what caused that. And that's pretty much all I really could say, because you did actually lose a major area of support and pretty much went down to its beginnings, and it doesn't look good, right? Apparently there's going to be a listing coming in, so I don't know why this dump happened. Maybe it was a buy the rumor, sell the news event. I don't know. Total liquidity at only 21,000. It is locked for 100 years, which is not bad. Only 398 holders, which is still an early on project, right? If you believe in this project, the good thing about this is that you're getting it at a heavily discounted price, right? Especially because there is a sell tax of 9%. I don't know exactly what that 9% is. I can't remember. I do believe that they were probably doing something with staking or rewards, if I could recall, but I don't remember. I do too much TA on these projects that I sometimes forget. And I have to keep up with all these markets, so I can't remember every project, especially if I'm not, if I'm not invested myself. But I think they do something like that. Even let's go ahead and take a look at their website real quick. Yeah, it's a hyper-deflationary token. So either way, even with that dump that happened, it should go ahead and decrease, I think, the supply. So the supply is at a 950 million. So it should go up, but, I would be very cautious unless you're bullish of this project making a new all-time high. It definitely would be worth buying if that's the case. But it does look like someone probably, and this is probably the person that cashed out, was this person that sold about $6,000 worth of this of Bold. It's what I'm assuming. Yeah, I don't know. But that's what it looks like. This person sold 6,000 and probably caused some shakeouts in the market, but one thing I've also noticed is there is a lot of repeated addresses. For example, the 9F3 is selling about 482, unless this is coming from, I mean, if they're not listed on an exchange, it can be the same market maker, but it is coming from the same address. It looks like you have 551 and then 551 and then 2169, 2169, 29F3 and then 29F3 again, 400 for 200, 1500, and they're kind of repeated back to back, which is pretty questionable in my opinion. You have CCE9 with $1,000 sell, and then another again at 115, and you just see a lot of repeated addresses like this one, 2289 for 35, and then 722 for 1,000. So yeah, I don't know. It could be insider trading, I don't know. Insider selling, I don't know, but it does not look too good, I'll tell you that. So, and it looks like that the one that dumped the $6,000 was him that probably caused this dump, because I just clicked on the address and that's what it led me to. That's where they sold. So that's quite interesting as well. Let me go ahead and read the questions now, what's going on, and let's go into it. So Moon Joker said, I kind of regret not buying XCOM dip. It could have been a 2X. Yup. The so-called original X crypto dip down. Dead. Yeah, I think so too, bro. I guess everybody moves on XCOM, John. So many important people in crypto space got into XCOM. I feel like something big is going to happen. Yeah, dude, XCOM is definitely going to be that project that is going to take off, in my opinion. John, let's see, same with Pepe 2.0. XCOM all-time high could be 0.75 to 2.5, in my opinion. Yeah, 75 cents to $2 is very doable. The only thing that I would definitely want to go ahead and see is more holders. I think if we could go ahead and increase to about maybe around 7 to 10,000 holders, would definitely go ahead and push it to those areas. But yeah, it definitely does need a lot more holders to go ahead and hit that 75 to $2 area. But I do think it's very doable and very possible. Yeah, and I agree with you. He said, Moon Joker says, Pepe 2.0 is same volume at a bear market. Makes me believe it could be the next Shiba. Yeah, dude, I agree with you. And that's kind of the reason why I'm still very bullish on Pepe 2.0. Regardless of what has been going on the last couple days, what has been going on with the news and all of that, I am extremely bullish with Pepe 2.0 based on that factor that I do believe personally that could be the next Shiba. XCOM could be the next Shiba, you know what I mean? It does look like X token, the one we were talking about, died, and that's kind of the thing that kind of sucks with these projects, right? People move on way too quick. Like literally, like they're pumping one day. You have all these influencers pumping with this one token, and the next day, like they're just not promoting that project anymore, and they moved on to the next shiny object. And sometimes sometimes we just get too late, dude, and it freaking sucks because like honestly, low key, actually not even low key, high key, I really think XCOM kind of fucked it up for X. They fucked it up in my opinion. And they have about $412,000 in liquidity for X token, and XCOM has about 555. So they ended up raising both of their liquidity, which is a good sign. But it does look like, in my opinion, X does have about 8,000 holders. It does have a higher supply though, and the market cap is at 5.96. So the market cap has dumped a lot. Like if you do see it from its all-time high, which I'm sure a lot of people probably buy, it's down about 84%. And realistically, we could have jumped from here and we could have pumped and we could have just, continued to make that new all-time high. But because XCOM came out around that time, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it moved all the top holders, or all the holders that were holding onto X token, they ended up selling their bags to go ahead and put money into XCOM. And the thing that was actually quite interesting was that at one point, X token was the leading factor of XCOM and was the one kind of pushing the project along, and now it looks like X token has been suffering a lot and XCOM's doing its own thing, and we haven't even recovered. So it just seems like a lot of selling has been going on with X token. Hopefully we do go ahead and get a recovery on this, because I would like to at least break even at this point, or like at least make some profits. But it sucks because I got in right here. Wasn't up that much. I was up about a 1.6% or 1.6%, which is about just call it a 2x. There you go. I'm just getting a bit confused. But I got in around this area. It wasn't much. I put in probably like $50. So it wasn't that much money. It was probably like $100 right here, 150. But what I'm trying to say is that obviously if this momentum would have taken off, that couple hundred or that couple bucks that I put in, like 50 to $100, would have definitely turned into a couple $100, and I would have been able to jump into these other projects. But see, this is kind of the thing with these projects, is that before it used to usually sometimes, and that's the problem with indicators and like technical analysis when it comes to these tokens, because this was a a bullish signal, I would call it, that there was going to be more strength picking up. But unfortunately, whoever the person decided to sell began to sell, and everybody just tended to follow. And it could have been the top holders, because right here, realistically, we still could have taken off. But, people just decided to dump and just exit and then move on to the next shiny X token. And I think that's what happened. I think XCOM took a lot of its X token. XCOM took a lot of X tokens holders, and I think that's the reason why volume has been lacking. I mean, the volume's still sitting at 1.1 million of volume, which is not bad at all, and it's still hot trending 8. But we definitely do need to go ahead and get a rebound, and realistically, we could just go ahead and rebound out of nowhere. You know, we could go ahead and pull out one of these moves where we just go ahead and dump, and then from here we go ahead and get a massive push to the upside, and then causing this project to go ahead and move. But right now I'm not feeling too confident in the project. I'm just going to go ahead and take an L on it in my mind and just kind of move on. You know, if it does good, I'll either break even or make a couple $100. But if it doesn't, oh well, I only lost, you know, probably $50, so it's okay. You win some, you lose some, right? But yeah, with X token, I wouldn't recommend right now unless you know that we might be pumping. But if we don't get, you know, some bullish momentum picking up, it looks like XCOM took all of it, honestly, at this point. But let's go ahead and take a look at because there's actually a new token that I actually did a review on, and it was the last couple of days ago on live. I think it was 2 days ago, and it was called Dopamine. You know, this project called Dopamine. I don't know what this candlestick is, man. It's ridiculous. It literally hit 0.00019, so it lost a couple zeros, and then out of nowhere it just dumped. I don't know what that is, but I did jump into this project, and you know, it's looking quite bullish in my opinion. We are having, you know, small little healthy recoveries. If we go ahead and take a look at the 4 hourly, we do go ahead and see us pump all the way to the upside. Then we see this dump. I did get a small little bag right here, like I said, maybe about $50 as well, or $100. I don't remember, but a small bag, because these are high risk, high reward projects, and it's not worth risking no more, in my opinion, no more than $500 in these projects, because you already see a trend in a lot of these projects. They just go down. You know, you lose about probably 90% of them, or 99% of them, and you probably only win about 1% of them. So at this point, with what's going on in the market, considering the fact that it's a lot riskier than it should be, I'm kind of treating these tokens as like a lottery ticket. You know, you throw in $20. If it does good, it does good. I had a friend that I told him about a project, he turned $60 into $800. Not that bad of a return, low risk, high reward, in my opinion, that way. So with that strategy moving forward, I'm not going to be throwing much into these meme coins as of yet, unless I see like a bullish signal that's going to tell me like, okay, this thing's going to pump to 60 million market cap. Then, you know, throwing $5,000 to $10,000 might be worth it. But right now, I'm changing up my strategy. These tokens are shit tokens to begin with, so I wouldn't go ahead and invest or throw in money you're not willing to lose. Just look at these like lottery tickets, right? The real projects you want to invest in and put $20, $30, $40, $50,000, it's these kind of projects right here. You know, XLM, Monero, Solana, Ethereum, BNB, like these are a little bit safer. Even though they're still down 90%, these are at least still safer because they're still around. But with meme coins, like they just, there's going to be very selective few that will still be around for the next bull run, which could be the next Shibas like XCOM and Pepe 2.0. But there's going to be a lot more that are going to fail and are going to be here in the next couple of days or next couple of months, as we've been able to see. So moving forward, unless once we do start that bullish run, it will be worth, you know, throwing it probably $1,000 per token, because we know during a bull run, all of these tokens usually 100x during the day of launch when there is a bull run going on. So that's what we need to wait for. But in my opinion, obviously not financial advice, but I would go ahead and recommend everybody not to risk too much money at the moment of the market, because it is extremely risky, and a lot of these projects are going to fail unless you're swing trading them. I know Moon Joker has been making a lot of money because he has been swing trading them in and out, and there's probably a few that he probably holds, and that's what I would recommend. But a lot of these tokens are not going to be the ones that are going to be the lifesavers. There is going to be a few, but there is going to be about 99% of them are going to fail. Just go ahead and keep that in mind. And I was talking about Dopamine, right? I really do like this project. If you're new, go ahead and check out this website. I've been talking to the developers, I've been talking to the team. Same thing with Beep Token, very strong community. Dopamine has a very strong community. It looks like they go ahead and do this gambling where they go ahead and do it on Twitch. And I guess they have these kind of races with marbles, right? And you go ahead and put in money, whether it's $50 or $1,000, whatever the community decides to vote that day. And they actually do have one going on right now, and it's really cool. You know what I mean? I like the narrative behind Dopamine. I like what they're doing, And if you actually go ahead and see this right here, so you see it says community race starts in 10 minutes, live stream, free dopa. You want to play hard, you gotta work hard. And it says for free entry to our dopamine field marble rush today with 3333x dopa price. And then it also tells you right here, like the entry is about $10. So you put in $10, you enter your wallet here. Winner gets about 90%, 10% to burn and reward. So, you know, they're making the community excited. They're having fun with it. They're doing something different. I've never seen anything like this. And they do actually Twitch this, and then whatever money everybody puts in, let's say 50 people put in money, you know, $10, you go ahead and get whatever that is. Let's say it adds up to $1,000. The winner takes $1,000 just by throwing in whatever the entry is, whether it's $10, $100. I'm sure it's going to increase as the community grows. This project is really brand new, but the fact that they're doing these kind of races, man, like this is really cool, you know. And I definitely am going to go ahead and stream one of these. I'm going to stream their live stream of these races, and we're gonna go ahead and do some entries and maybe do some giveaways ourselves, right, to the own community. So I think I like this. I like what they're doing. I like the narrative behind it. You know, the whole entire narrative is about dopamine in this market. You know, we all get dopamine, especially when we're making money. So I really do like the narrative behind this. Been talking to the teams, and they actually are partnered with PEPE2.0, which is a very strong community as well. But looking at their chart on the daily, it could be a hit or miss. Like I said, the chart is brand new, but the liquidity is sitting at about 37,000, only locked for 1 month. I'm going to reach out to them, see what happens. Maybe they might be looking at the stream right now, so who knows. They pop in here often. I realize that a lot of these founders pop in often, so hello to everybody. But 24-hour volume is about 175, which is really good, right? And right now, only currently I have about 250 holders and only a market cap of $94,000. So it's one of those opportunities that you get in that could potentially go ahead and hit, you know, the 5-10 million market cap, and you know that usually tends to take off, right? So you can see the day the pool was created, and then you go ahead and see the buy and sell tags of 0. So like I said, this project is fairly brand new, just literally came out yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't remember, honestly. I think it was 2 days ago. Well, it tells you right here, honestly. It tells you on the 8th. I don't even know what day we are, so I can't really tell you that at all. But yeah, so let's go ahead and see what else. What was I going to go ahead and talk about? I kind of blanked out on that now. Yeah, so overall market right now, it's looking like we are getting a decent recovery. You know, we've been talking about hobby token as well, how it moves a lot with pepe. Pepe, we see a little movement right now, which we're going to go ahead and do some TA. But with hobby, we tanked a lot, man. We tanked so much that we were not expecting this, and obviously we never expect it, right? But it's okay because, like I mentioned, I'm still very bullish on hobby. I think they did end up increasing their amount to go ahead and lock their liquidity again, and we have been seeing the last couple 3 days some bullish momentum acting with not just Bitcoin but Pepe and PEPE2.0. So the real question is, will we be able to break out of this yellow square? And that's what we need to go ahead and look at. Once we do go ahead and break above that yellow square, our next target of, you know, making a new support and resistance would be obviously breaking above this and consolidating, and then our big next goal would be breaking above this. Once we break this, I would definitely go ahead and say we're a little bit more in a bullish scenario. Can we still dump down? Yes, we can. You know, it's very unpredictable, but we do see volume slightly picking up. And if this does pump to the next leg up, we've seen this project hit about 12 million market cap. And I really do believe, personally, I think 50 million is very doable, even 60 million, because of the nice narrative. Obviously, we do need more holders jumping in, but we don't know if whatever's causing this is either whales or some team tokens being sold. Hopefully it is whales and not team tokens, because I think they really do have a good narrative, and I've been seeing this has a lot of potential, in my opinion. Has a lot of potential, and I think this could be like the early on Pepe 2.0. So let's see how it reacts. Hobby's like Pepe 2.0, but on steroids times 20. Like if Pepe 2.0 drops like 30%, this thing's gonna drop 60 to 80%. You know, and vice versa. If it pumps 10%, it's gonna pump 30-40%. And you see it right here. Pepe right now is up for the day at about 4.8, and right now Hoppy's at 25%. So high risk, high reward, but with Hoppy too as well, just be very extra cautious with this. I mean, they did lock their liquidity, which is a good sign in my opinion. And I think we're going live on the spaces in a couple minutes, so I'm going to be ending this this live stream pretty early because we do have another live stream we're going to do. So yeah, we really do need to go ahead and wait for Hoppy to go ahead and do that reversal, and that would give us a better indicator of what is going on. We did get the CPI data today, seeing how inflation is doing. Obviously it's going to continue to do worse, nothing too surprisingly, but if we do go ahead and take a look at the DXY, so far it has been hitting the areas that we've been constantly looking at very carefully. And we did draw this line back when the FOMC meeting actually started, and we saw this slightly go up week after week, day after day. And this is the reason why we were able to predict the dumps that we were seeing in the market. In the last 2 weeks, I was telling everybody to go ahead and be extra cautious and be extra prepared of the bearish that we could be getting in this market. And it doesn't surprise us, right? The 60, 80, 90% dumps on these meme tokens don't surprise us because we've been looking at the DXY closely. We did get rejected on that first area of resistance at the 103 area, if you want to call it 102.897. And our goal is to go ahead and see the DXY trend down below or to the $100 area, down to 99, and hopefully continue to go down, because that would give us an indicator that we do and will have a crypto mini bull run in the next coming days. So our big question will be, can the DXY go ahead and break through? Obviously, if we break through, it's not going to be a good sign. That means more bleeding for Bitcoin and more bleeding for meme coins, which is not a good sign. We don't want to see that anymore. We want this market to at least have some green. But looking at the 4 hourly too as well, it does look like the dollar has been bouncing. But like I said, this is a strong area of resistance. And usually when it does touches that resistance, it usually dumps down. So it's done it twice, but it's slowly climbing up. So hopefully in the next coming hours, we do go ahead and get rejected. And then I could go ahead and tell you that, next week's going to look extremely good. But so far, unfortunately, still undecisive. We don't know, and this is kind of the thing with these markets. You could do all this TA. At the end of the day, you really don't know, because then we have indicators like this where it looks like we're about to end green for the day, and maybe Friday we might just touch it one more time and dump, or maybe we might go above 103 and it's going to be another small little shakeout, which it is possible, right? We could go as high as this area right here and then dump down. That's very doable, but obviously we would like to go ahead and see this area get rejected in order to go ahead and give that little bull run a lot quicker than waiting a couple more days. Because looking at the weekly, it does look like we could have another week of bearishness. And but if we do go ahead and get rejected this week, it is going to look really good if we just dump down. If not, we could go ahead and still expect another week of some red, and hopefully by a week and a half or two, we could go ahead and be trending down. But it's all going to be with patience, and it's all really a waiting game. I wish I had a crystal ball to tell you that we're for sure going to get rejected. I mean, usually if you go ahead and see this area, we have been getting rejected multiple times. We got rejected around this area, tried breaking above it the second time, couldn't, tried breaking the third time, got rejected, and now the real test will be, can we get rejected the fourth time, or are we going to break through? So like I mentioned, it does not look good because it has been an area of resistance, but if it does break through and it goes above, crypto's not going to look too good. So just be prepared for that. I told you. But we do have a couple more minutes left, and I'm going to read more questions before we do go live on the next AMA on Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and record the spaces on that, but let's go ahead and see. Thank you, Jose. Appreciate you. PEPE2.0 insane volume at a bear market. Yep. Moon Joker says, bull too well, just sold 100 million tokens. I guess it's because of Hobie listing tomorrow. Crypto often tends to dip due to a listing. Yeah, 100%, man. And it's one of those areas where it's buy the rumor, sell the news, right? What we've been talking about. So It does look like you're 100%. Now the real question is, will Bold be able to pump back to the upside, or would it dump even further, right? So that's really the big question. But honestly, I think moving forward, that's what's going to be with a lot of these tokens. That's going to be the move, selling before they get listed, because that's usually what happens. You go ahead and take a look at what a lot of these tokens have done. PEPE 2.0 did pump when it got listed on these exchanges. It did pump when it got listed on MEXC. But then after a few days after MEXC, the second or third day, it dumped about over 90%. So I'd be extra careful. I think that might be the move moving forward. Do not go ahead and be hyped over news on the exchanges. I think we should be hyped, but we should be selling, maybe, not financial advice, selling before the actual listing does come through, because that's usually what happens. It gets listed on exchanges, it dumps. So I think that's what a lot of people are doing, and that's the reason why there is a dump on Bold 2.0. But most importantly, talking about MEXC, go ahead and make sure to use my link down below. You can go ahead and leverage trade these meme coins up to 200x, and a lot of these meme coins that we're talking about are listed on MEXC, just like PEPE 2.0. So definitely go ahead and check that out. But Hoppy does look like there will be a reversal. Obviously, we do go ahead and get a reversal. Markets will look good. But overall, like I said, this is not really the time you should be investing too much money on these meme coins. This is the time you want to go ahead and just make as much money as possible, stack it up, and then start flowing money into buying the dips on these actual altcoins with real utility, which I will be talking about in the next coming week. So be on the lookout for that. Let's go ahead and check out any other project. I've been extremely bullish on Unibot. Like I mentioned, I will be doing more research myself, using this bot myself, so when this bull run does begin, we could go ahead and make some very nice returns, because that's what it's all about. It's all about being educated, staying educated in these markets to become a better person, a better trader, and a better analyst, if you want to call it. So yeah, Unibot, I personally believe this token is going to be worth over, honestly, $300 to $500 easily. I think $500 to $1,000 is very doable. So I'll just be extra cautious about this and be aware in a good way, because we do have about a 1 million total supply. So, and right now it's sitting at a market cap of 169 million. Not 169,000, it's actually 169 million market cap. So this is a real token with a lot of utility, and if it's been able to do what it's been doing during a bear market, that it has pumped over a 10x, which doesn't seem like a lot of money, but if you were buying in at, like, let's say $17, currently right now is at $169, and we've actually saw a top a few days ago at $200. So right now it is having a small little healthy retracement, but I do believe that this token could go ahead and go up to $300 to $600 in the next coming months, and during a bull run I do see this token trading above $1,000. So I'd be on the lookout for that one. Another token I do want to go ahead and talk about is, I've been extremely bullish on this token called Pepe Gains. This is a deflationary token. We did actually hit an area of support. It does not look good, but if it does recover, you could be seeing some massive upside. Like I said, it is deflationary with a total supply of 388 million, which is quite low. Holders are low, but once that does increase, I do believe this token could go ahead and hit at least delete 2 zeros if possible. So just be on the lookout for that. That's some little alpha. Another one too is Beep. Very, very supportive community, man. Been talking to the founders. Very cool. Hopefully we could go ahead and do something for all of you, but I really do like their community. Like I mentioned, it did look like we were going to go ahead and get rejected, like I talked in the last couple of days. Let me go ahead and make this chart a little bit bigger. We are getting rejected, and I did say we could go ahead and come down to this 0.42 area, and obviously it will be a good buying opportunity for those that haven't jumped in. But overall, this is a healthy, steady chart, not too big of a pump. It did pump about a 10x, and then it dumped about 78%, which is not bad. And you might be like, dude, you're freaking crazy, what do you mean it's not bad? Well, with meme coins, this is normal. It's 80% dumps, 90 to 2000% pumps is normal in this sector. But we could go ahead and see an additional 60% dump if we do not go ahead and bounce back from this area, we will be seeing a dump, which in my opinion will be a buying opportunity. And shout out to Ashley and Andrew. You know, they actually gave me some BEEP tokens, so I really appreciate you guys. Very strong community, you know. And I'm talking about BEEP too. I forgot to mention they actually do have some great things because they did partner up with dopamine, like I mentioned, and as well, they do go ahead and OG did say. Actually, I don't think I should show that, but I mean, it's nothing like that I can't show, but I don't know what's in that message, so I'd rather just not click it because we are live. But he did mention that what BEEP is doing now moving forward, that you could actually go ahead and pay them, and they'll do some sort of like marketing collaboration, and whatever money they make out of that, they'll go ahead and burn BEEP tokens. So see, the community is very bullish. I think they've been doing a lot of unique stuff that I've never come across, or utilizing AI to go ahead and make these episodes with their voiceovers. They are partnered with BitBoy. BitBoy also talked about dopamine, and this is the collab that they did right here. We could probably go ahead and watch that real quick. This is actually hilarious.
Look at my new piece. In ode to ALTCOIN, we're living in a world where even our highs are going digital.
This speaks to me, man. It's like it's fucking beckoning me, calling me, drawing me in.
Dude, everything's beckoning you these days. Last week it was crystal meth.
Hey, man, I just have an appreciation for good things, okay? Can't help it if I get a little addicted.
That's the whole point. Dopamine is designed to encapsulate the modern day high, the rush we get from the digital realm. It's about how technology has become our new drug, for better or for worse, and the token is the ultimate rush.
That's just a fancy way of saying it gets you high. I'm in. Where do I buy?
Look at my new piece.
Bro, like these these episodes are hilarious. Like I think they're just hilarious. And they did partner up with dopamine, so that's really good. Project just launched, like I said. Obviously, I'm not being paid or endorsed by any of these projects. These are just projects that I genuinely either enjoy, you know, being a part of, either because I threw in some money in them, or because I genuinely just like and believe in the community. And that's something right now with BEEP. You know, I believe in them. I believe also with dopamine. Can it be a high risk, high reward? Yes. I mean, high risk, high reward with all these projects, right? But I don't think I've ever seen anything that this community has done in a bullish way, right? Because their project is not doing massive pumps, guys. It's not doing massive pumps, and we've all noticed that sometimes doing a 50 to 60x is not the healthiest thing. Sometimes we want to go ahead and see a token just do a 10x dump and then take time, because at the end of the day, the real utility and the real value behind meme tokens is the community. You know, it's like BEEP has one of the strongest communities that PEPE 2.0 doesn't have. And PEPE 2.0, I'm a strong believer in this project, but I don't believe they have a strong community. I feel like we've lost a lot of our community members, and that's because obviously this project has dumped over 90%. But in my opinion, I do believe this is going to be the next Shiba. Can I be wrong? 100%, but I have a gut feeling, trust me. And when I get these gut feelings, I'm usually right, honestly. As bad as that sounds, I'm usually right when it comes to these gut feelings. And I just see the story, the narrative behind it, the things they have done. They hit over 95 million market cap in 3 days. Tell me another project that has been able to do that in a bear market, you know? And that's the reason why I'm extremely bullish in this project, and I'm sure it will do massive things, but it's all about being patient. The money moves from the impatient to the patient, and as long as you continue to be patient, whether it's in crypto market, a skill set you're doing, your new career, whatever the case is, I think patience is one of the biggest things. And sometimes we might not be able to see success overnight, right? It might take us a couple years, a couple months to finally go ahead and hit it big, but best believe, you know, once we hit it, we are going to hit it big. And that's what I have the strong feeling with PEPE 2.0, even besides the fact that we did dump about 90%. Can my perspective change if we do fall below that? Yes, 100%, and you'll be the first one to go ahead and hear that. But I think there's more bullishness than bearishness. Short term obviously does not look the best, but I'm coming in with PEPE 2.0 with a longer term mindset, and that's the reason why I still continue to be bullish with this project. Another project I do want to go ahead and talk about, because I will be ending the live in about 10 minutes. I do want to go ahead and take a break because I am live streaming a second stream today. So second stream today in a couple minutes. I'm going to end this one because we are going live on the AMA. Let me go ahead and double check. Hopefully, because I heard that we were changing the time on the AMA. So we're going to go ahead and see what time is the AMA. So it looks like L Bank Season 4 special AMA with 4 different founders. So I believe they're doing some sort of with a few other projects. Let's go ahead and look at what projects are going to be. I know it's Pepe 2.0 and another few. So it's going to be Pepe 2.0, Sathama, Ben, and Refund Token are going to go ahead and be the speakers today. So I'm going to be very excited to go ahead and do that. That's probably going to be about 30 minutes to an hour. That's usually what they go for. And then once we go ahead and do that, we're going to go ahead and take over on some Bitcoin, TA, what is a DXY, we kind of talked about it, and overall just crypto news. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some alpha onto actual real altcoins, because I actually want this channel, I don't want this channel to just be meme coins, right? The whole entire goal of this channel for meme coins is to be able to make money on these meme tokens, because there's a higher reward obviously with a higher risk that we can make, $20, $30, $50, $80,000 in a couple hours, couple minutes, couple days. Obviously you could lose everything, but with that being said, if we do get access to that kind of money, now we're going to be able to throw in that kind of money into the XRPs, into the Cardanos, into the Solanas. Solana's at $24. $1,000 is not going to do much for you at a bull run, right? But if you're able to throw in $5,000 in some of these projects, $3,000 from your earnings that you made off trading meme coins, now you have a higher chance of creating wealth in the longer term. And that's kind of the goal that we want to go ahead and do, right? We want to diversify because there is cycles in this market. As we're talking about meme coins today, we could be talking about yield farming, maybe mining, maybe Bitcoin trading, swing trading, whatever the case is. Content is going to improve and change over time. My goal with this channel is not to just be a meme coin channel. I want to be all of crypto channel, because there's a lot of opportunities to make money in crypto, and I think there's more I could go ahead and provide to the community than just shitcoin TA. My mind expands more than that, but right now it's meme coin season slightly, and that's what I want to go ahead and kind of show everybody, right? It's where can we go ahead and move our monies to different areas, so when this bull run does happen, we could make millions, right? Multi-millionaires will be created in this next bull run. So looking at PEPE, which is a token that runs on BNB, I'm very bullish on this. I did mention we need to go ahead and hold this area of support. So far it has been doing that, and they actually do have a burning mechanism activated. That's why they have such a high buy and sell tax. But I would recommend, obviously not financial advice, I think this might be another gem that's going to be cooking up, because if we do go ahead and break above these levels, look at its all-time high. That's massive, right? So that's what I think it's going to happen. They are getting delisted from a lot of these exchanges. They actually requested the exchanges to delist them because they're going to be doing some major changes to the project. They actually came out with their swap. So a real utility, like I mentioned, real utility with these tokens are very, very important. Where's it at, dude? I can't find it. But you could go ahead and see right here. They do have yield farming that they're going to be doing. I can't find the swap. I know the swap's somewhere. I think it's right here. I think it might be this one. Yeah, it says right here, swap, and then your PEPE transfer fees, instead of 10%, it's now 7%. So you get an incentive for using their own swap, which is bullish. That's what you want to see these meme coins actually do, provide some type of real utility. I mean, look at Shiba. Now they're creating their metaverse. So I know a lot of people hate on meme coins, but I look at meme coins as penny stocks. And that's probably the reason why it excites me, because I used to trade penny stocks back in the day. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end the video now, guys. Hope everybody enjoyed this video. Go ahead and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like I mentioned, over 50% of you watch my content and are not subscribed. So I definitely do go ahead and want to go ahead and encourage everybody to go ahead and smash that subscribe button. But let me go ahead and read a couple more questions before I do go ahead and end the stream, because I forgot about the questions. I kind of blacked out. But we have a couple more minutes. I'm going to read these questions, end the video, and then go on to the second stream where I'll just be quiet. We'll be listening, and then after the AMA is over, we're going to go ahead and talk again. So hopefully all of you could go ahead and join me on that. But Dinero says, nice bounce on Hoppy. Hey, Dinero, I don't think I've ever seen you here, so welcome to the stream. But yeah, nice little bounce on Hoppy. And then Moon Joker says, Hoppy, slow rug pull, they said. And then apparently Moon Joker says that Hoppy is a slow rug pull. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. This is what usually slow rug pulls happen. But contract is renowned, so I don't know how they're going to go ahead and do a slow rug pull on that. And their liquidity has been locked, which, you know, with slow rug pulls, liquidity could still be locked. And what they usually do is that they slowly, you know, push the project. They slowly begin to dump their tokens every little pump to go ahead and exit out of the market. And then when the liquidity unlocks, they just pull the rest. And that's usually what a slow rug pull looks like. And honestly, this is what a slow rug pull looks like. Like, this is exactly what a slow rug pull looks like. You have these massive pumps, you have these massive dumps, then it tries to recover, consolidates, it dumps again, and then it pumps again, and then it dumps. And that's usually what a slow rug pull is. Hopefully it is not a slow rug pull, because this project has a lot of potential, and I think the team could make more money, you know, actually doing a great project. But I can't control what people want to go ahead and do in this world, right? And then Moon Joker said they barely made posts on Twitter. I haven't seen that. I know Hoppy has been very active, but either way, it doesn't mean they're not slow rug pulling. It does look like their last post was on August 6th, and we are on August 10th. So I really hope the team's coming up with some type of crazy kind of way to go ahead and pump this, because it is not looking too good. It could be a slow rug pull, and it is signs of a slow rug pull, to be honest. That is what usually slow rug pulls indicate, so it could be very possible. Obviously, how we're going to know it's not going to be a rug pull is if we do go ahead and see a bounce back. But like I mentioned, the contract is renowned, so pretty much it is now given to the community, you and I, to go ahead and do our thing to see an upside in this market. So that's what I would say that could be happening. But when you start seeing a lot of selling like this, it could be a slow rug pull. So just be extra careful with that. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and leave off with everybody with this token called Farm Rewards. We had, I believe it was Airsoft who talked about this a few days ago, and its all-time high actually hit of about $600. So I definitely go ahead and take a look at this. I'm definitely going to be stacking up once some money comes in from these meme coins, and we could actually go ahead and begin to stack up. You know, it seems like its all-time high was $400, my mistake, and it's currently at $24. I think this is the most bullish project in my opinion. There's another project called, I think it's called like Year in Finance, YF. I think it's ticker symbol YFI. Yeah, Year in Finance, and one token, it's currently worth over $6,000, and its all-time high on this token during a bull run, it was about 53, or actually, I think it was about 80. I can't really aim it, but it was around 60 to 80,000 at his all-time high. Let me try to look for it here. See if I can find it. All-time high was $93,000. So imagine investing $6,000 today, and then in the next bull run, this token hits over $100,000. So out of your $6,000 investment, now you've made over $200,000 doing nothing, just invested in the long term and being patient. And for me personally, if this token was able to hit $100,000, I think Farm could do probably hit $1,000 next bull run. And for Year in Finance, I think we could go ahead and see this token hit at least $500,000. And that's going to be obviously with Bitcoin making new all-time highs and all that. So I think yield farming and staking is really big once that season comes around, and right now it's not the season. I think Year in Finance could possibly go down to $3,000, but I really can't tell you, because if we do have a bull run that starts, we could go ahead and see this token pump up to $19,000. So, you know, $6,000 and $19,000, it's almost going to be about $10,000 upside. Like I said, I don't know. I think these are a little bit more safer investments, if you want to call them, in my opinion. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that. I'm going to go ahead and leave everybody with that alpha, and I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now, because we have a couple, like 3 minutes probably, to go live on the next stream, and I'll catch